silly old Grandad, silly old Grandad, silly old Grandad, hey. Silly old Grandad, they ought to take him away.
This is what you did show.
Hello, I've got a box for Mr. Page. Right.
Thank you. Bye.
Hi! Hey Ivan, you know this is what you did show? Well, this week it's you! Okay, well, here we are again, folks. And today's guest is silly old Grandad. You were created on the 20th of October, 1954.
Oh, it's alive! It's alive! It's alive! It's alive!
We had some trouble finding anyone who would own up to being your parents. At a young age, you had a pal that you did everything together with. His name was Ivan Madhead. Here we see him sitting in your go-kart in 1958. Well, he sent you this message.
Hello, mate. Remember that head bomb that we made when we was younger? Well, I've still got it, and I realised why we couldn't get it to go off. It's because the blue wire was where the red wire was. So I swapped them over, and we're going to give it a go now. Let's see how we get on.
As a youngster, you had some amazing achievements. Let's have a look at two of them. At the age of just 6 years old, you were in fact the first child on the moon. And also the youngest ever pilot at the age of just 10 years old to fly a Meteor jet aircraft. We found a cousin of yours, Willie Playett. I remember him. He's a bit mad. He always wanted to play a banjo. Cuckoo. I think we'll leave it there. You had some early success in the 1970s. Here's some clips from your TV shows. We found that your great grandfather was also an entertainer. Well, we found this very old clip of him. We move on now to the 1980s. You had a slot on a home poem show. Well, let's look at one of your poems. I joined the Navy to see the sea. And what did I see? I saw the sea. That went down well, and you was asked back to write another. Lost me arm in the army. Lost me leg in the Navy. Lost me cock in me butcher shop and found it in me gravy. You then moved on to volunteer to look after the pensioners. It started off well, with good intentions, but oh dear. You came back with what was to be your very last poem. I'm in the army now, was told to milk a cow. I pulled its tail instead of its tit, and what I got was shit. No need to say you was fired by the ITV.
Huh?
In 1990, you won the Snowflake Award. You climbed up Mount Snowdon. But in the nude, bum, 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 bum. In the same year, you created your own program named Bloodlines, where you located grandchildren of famous people. Well, you certainly found two crackers. And at this time, you thought that you had found your father, Walter. But Walter denied it. I've never seen the road before in my life, not never. You created a new stand-up comedy character named Chuck. Well, we've got that clip.
Hey up, I got a story for you. On a dark and stormy night, the night was dark and stormy. Two men, or was it three? I don't know. Well, I wasn't there. It could have been four. Four men sat round campfire. One stood up and said, "You Gillett, tell us a story." Another man stood up and he said, "I'll tell you a story. This is the story now. On a dark and stormy night, the night was dark and stormy. Four men, there was five, but one had buggered off. Four men sat round campfire. One of them stood up and he said, "Who's gonna tell us a story?" An old man stood up and he said, "I'll tell you a story. This is story now. On a dark and stormy night, the night was dark and stormy. Four men, there was five, one buggered off. Four men sat round campfire and one stood up and said, 'Who's going to tell us a story?' Another one stood up and said, 'I'll tell you a story. This is the story now. On a dark and stormy night, the night was dark and stormy. Four men, there was five, one had buggered off. Four men sat round campfire and one stood up and said, "Who's going to tell us a story?" Another one stood up and said, "I'll tell you the story. This is the story now. On a dark and stormy night, the bloody night was dark and stormy. Oh, I don't bloody well care."
It's now the year 1998, when you were approached by Sue Yu to co-star in a holiday show named Around the World. But later that year, you got the sack for insulting a local. Your hobby of close-up viewing, well, that's raised many an eyebrow. Let's take a look at some of those pictures and see why. In the year 2000, TV came calling. Yet again, the show this time, Gran and Grandad. Here's a clip.
Grandma said she wanted to do a wee. I said, you best do it now, 'cause you never know when you can get to do it.
In 2005, you get some extra parts in films, but no big breakthrough was coming through. I love that. After a 13-year gap, we now reach 2018. This is when you come back with the help from your granddaughter, Elika, seen here doing some editing. She even had a cameo role in your first film, Chocolate, a character with silly old Grandad. Well, what can I say? But congratulations! This is what you did!
Well, what can I say? How do you end this story? Well, I weren't expecting that.
Silly old Grandad, silly old Grandad, silly old Grandad, hey. Silly old Grandad, they ought to take him away.